well, this is a market that you can take a shot and see if you can get the higher number right now, because there isn't a lot of inventory out there. And granted, we did not, get the response that we thought we would do. So they were very agreeable to taking the price down a notch, and then still sat stagnant. So they brought it right down again.
Yeah.
Every time we've requested, they've been fantastic about that. And sometimes sellers will dig their heels in like, no, this is what I want to get for the house. It's like, you might want to get that for the house.
Yeah.
But that might not be what you're going to get for the house.
I think I talked about this maybe Tuesday or last Saturday, just about like when it comes to pricing. And I know it seems so small, but the difference between $399 and $400 or like any 99 and 100 is so big.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because for me, I am no longer looking at homes that are at the top of my budget or at top of my price point, because I'm already going into a house assuming that it's going to go over. And I know that that's terrible to say because I'm a buyer in this market and I would love to get a deal, and I'm in this industry, and not a lot of deals to be had
in that price range.
Yeah. And so I'm not looking at something as the top of my budget because I want to give myself a little bit of a cushion. And the difference between $399 and $400, or even like $405, which I don't know why people put a house on for $405 or like something like right over, because buyers are looking at properties that are like $25,000 to $50,000 increments. So if you are, if you're looking at something that is like 400,000, and again, I'm just using these numbers, you're probably looking at something at 350, 375. So you can sort of get to that point. But if you put something on for 400, they're not going to see it. If you put it on for 399, they're going to see it. And I know it's so weird to say, but like, it's just
people
how
do work in increments that are, if you say less than 400, they're going to go 399.9.
Yeah.
And that's less, even though it's $100 less than 400, it's still on your price point.
Yeah. And, you just sort of, my mentality is like, I want to look at everything, but I feel like I've been looking for a while longer than I'd like to. And I'm tired of getting discouraged, and I don't want to be discouraged anymore. So I'm staying under my budget.
It's a little battle fatigue out there for buyers.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah. I had said something, I've been primarily just looking at single family homes, and I had seen a condo come on, and I was like, should I look at it? And I was like, it's funny because there were two condos in the same development and they had different prices for the condo fees. So I was curious about that. And so I had sent it to Mary, and she's like, reach out to Jasmine, see like where you're at, like when it comes to the condo fee and stuff like that. The next day it was already gone. So I was like, I'm not even going to waste anybody's time. Like I was going to go to the open house today, but it got canceled. And I was like, you know what? It wasn't meant to be, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be telling myself?
We also have a condo coming on the market. Talking about condo fees, it kind of skews your numbers of what you can afford to buy. Yeah. If your condo fee is on the higher side. Yeah. And the one that we are putting on the market this Wednesday at the Courtyard, the condo fees are they're up there. So it's going to affect.
So, and why is that? Do they do a special assessment? Are they doing upgrade? What
they did phenomenally. I mean, the work that they did is exceptional. It just cost a lot of money. So they gave the owners an opportunity to replace windows and doors, which they had to pay for in a special assessment. They also replaced the steps out front with granite steps, and then they did composite on the decks out back, which the association took on in a loan type of a format. So now every owner had to pay their special assessment if they wanted doors and windows. So you could either pay cash up front or you could finance the doors and windows. And then they raised the condo fees to cover the association's cost for the granite steps and the replacement of the deck.
How old are they?
1986.
Okay. So I'm assuming things that needed to be done. And those are all great things that
they're beautiful. But now you've got a condo fee that's $660 a month, which is a little on the high side. So, but again, that condo fee is probably not going to go up anytime soon because they've already done all the important stuff that needs to be replaced. And, depending on the loan, maybe it will come down at some point, but condo fees don't tend to come down after they go up. You'd like to think that, that's going to come down, but I think
Okay.
realistically,
What
you
was
have
it
to
before? In
take
the
into
threes or fours?
I think it was probably in the high threes.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
a good
I mean, but that is a factor for people who are, purchasing or selling a condo. It's like and that's sort of the reason as a buyer in my head, I've been like, no, I don't really want to go for condos because I understand like for with the condo fee, you're paying into not having to worry about certain maintenance. And with a single family home, it's all on you. And I get that. But I think the initial sticker like shock sort of it has been blocking me from wanting to do condos, and that's just me. It would definitely suit my lifestyle better. I'm already never home
doing everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got your landscaper, you've got your snowplow, your exterior maintenance.
Yeah.
I mean, it does take a lot of things off of your plate.
Yeah.
And as not in your age group, but when people are right sizing and they're moving from the big houses and they're going into the condos, sometimes it's just easy to lock the door and walk away.
Yeah.
And go, spend your winter down south and spend your summers up here. But
yeah, I don't have that privilege.
No, neither
Not
do I.
yet.
Neither do I.
I mean, I could put in a good word to Sharon.
So there is some peace of mind that goes along with owning a condo. So it's
no,
great for the right person, but it's not for
well, like
everybody.
I said, it totally would suit my lifestyle in the sense that like I'm never home really. And although I feel like that would change once I have my own space and like need to do some work and stuff. Will probably not. I have to stop working. It suits my lifestyle in that like I am a first time home buyer. I'll be honest, there are going to be things that I don't know how to do, and I don't know what to do. But you know what? I have amazing people in my life that I can call and be like,
the Jim Grady's of the world.
Yeah, I have the Jim Grady's and the Mark McNamara's of the world, and everybody who's in my corner just being like, how do I do this? So what is this? Where's the shut off
coming through the light fixture? Is that bad?
So do I now have a waterfall?
Do I now
I have a waterfall feature. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely going to need some help adulting. But that's why you have some, great people in your corner. But, like I said, if it came to a condo, I'd be very particular about, I would be the person to be like, I want an end unit. I don't want I
don't want to be sandwiched in between.
Yeah. Yep. So that's just me. I'm a brat. I'll just put it that way.
First home, you need to be picky.
Yeah. But yeah, so what were we talking about before that?
I don't know. We got off on the subject of the condo. We got to the condo, the house, pricing.
Yeah. So we have a segment too. So benefits of pricing your home appropriately. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. The benefit of pricing your home appropriately is you sell it.
Correct. But then
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
here we go. Like it's something I'm formulating in my brain as I speak right now. Pricing. I feel like sometimes we're too low. So when you're getting the 20 offers, is that like a real, like when you price this house?
Yeah.
Did you price it too low?
Yeah.
So now you've got buyers in here.
There are people out there notorious for underpricing a home.
Underpricing a home, and you walk in the door and you're like, there's no way this house is going to go for whatever they have it on the market for.
And as a buyer, that's disappointing.
As
a buyer, that's disappointing because you think that, oh my gosh, this great home came in my price range. And then you walk in and you're like, this is totally like worth more.
You just walk in the door and I'm like, I look at my buyers and I'm like, there's no way this is not going to go for more than, and there will be multiple offers. I mean, you just get a feel as you walk through the door. You walk in, it's like you walk into Pottery Barn and you're like, hello, I love everything in here.
The Pottery Barn
and you're
gods are
buyers
singing.
And their eyes are like dazzled like Tinkerbell, and you're like, slow your roll. Because we need to talk about price on this. It's probably not going to. So then I feel like if you have 40 offers, those first 20 people probably should not have even walked through the door because you put it on too low.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be
I know, that's so sad.
Or sellers that will actually say, I will not take the listed, I'm not taking the 450. I expected to get 25 grand over.
I heard a little rumor a couple months ago. Someone had put in an offer and asking, and it had been sitting on the market for a little while, and put it at asking, and they rejected their offer because they wanted more.
I just don't understand how that even, it's like, if you want more, you put it on for more. And those are your buyers that are going to pay more,
Yeah.
not just because they're being forced into paying more,
Yeah.
because you have a multiple offer situation.
Yeah.
So I just, sometimes you just know when you walk through
Sometimes-
the door,
Yeah.
you're like,
I know. I know.
we do not tend to get those listings. Jim and I, we talk about this all the time, even in the office. We do get the more challenging listings sometimes.
You get the fun stories. We'll
Yeah.
just put it that
Yeah,
way.
we get the fun stories. Yeah.
We are going to take a little break, but if you want to join in on the discussion or have any questions for us, call Tim at the studio 781-837-4900. We will be right back.
Let's face it, we all get to the point in our lives when our current home no longer suits our everyday needs. With ever-changing living dynamics, addressing your future is all about right sizing. You know, finding the right size home for you right now. Are you ready to pay your own mortgage rather than somebody else's? Are you looking forward to living under your own roof? Do you often dream about buying your first home, but you're not sure where to begin? Let us help you find the right size for you right now. I'm Sharon McNamara, the broker owner of Boston Connect Real Estate. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team, or one of the dedicated agents at Boston Connect Real Estate to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with us at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000.
Because there was.
We now return to Talk Real Estate, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services on 95.9 WATD.
And we are back. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined in studio by Tracy Grady, one half of the Grady team.
One half of the Grady team.
What is Jim doing?
Jim is home painting our pergola.
Jim is doing
Yeah.
something all the time.
Jim is always doing something. Yep.
Jim is always saying, you know what? I'm excited to get a house. So Jim can come and fix it up for me.
Yeah. Jim's that kind of guy. He's like,
Jim's that kind of guy. Yeah.
I need a wall of shiplap around the fireplace.
Anything
Okay,
for you, honey?
Anything for you, dear. I'll just build that. He does. And you come
gosh.
home and you're like, oh, and it's done. Beautiful.
We're gonna sort of go off topic for a second, but let's talk about Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot about this. I know we were talking the other day and you asked me how Vegas was, and I forgot to ask you how Nashville was, because you were at Nashville sort of overlapping the same time, or maybe the week before or whatever. But
we were there at the same time. I came back a day or so.
Yeah.
I left before you came back after us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were in Nashville at the same time that Taylor Swift was in Nashville. So tell me a little bit about that, because right now Taylor Swift is here. I know for anybody who's not a Taylor Swift fan, sorry that you have to listen to this.
Sorry, you have to listen to this.
She's here for 3 nights, and it's like this huge thing. And
you would have to put a hot poker in my eye.
Yeah,
I'd rather
like one of the
have a
first
hot
things
poker
that she said to me this morning. I'd rather do anything than go to Taylor Swift. I'm like, why? What happened?
No, too many. It's just a lot of people. But we were in Nashville when it happened. So it was wall to wall. First off, we were down visiting our daughter, Taylor, and her boyfriend, Ran. So we were going to stay. She's like, oh, you need to stay at the W. It's right across the street from my office building. This will be great. We can have lunch together. It's awesome. Great.
And you
I
were
go
like,
online.
no.
I went online to find hotel rooms, and I said to Jim, these hotel rooms are like $2,500 a night. And he's like, no, we've stayed. So when we usually go to the JW Marriott, so we usually go there and stay there. They're usually about $200. They were $800 a night at the JW Marriott.
Jim's and you're like, who's in Nashville?
Jim's like, hold on a minute. He goes on. He's like, Taylor Swift is in Nashville the weekend we're going. I'm like, we're not going to get a room anywhere.
I'm surprised you got a flight.
Yeah, I was surprised we got a flight.
People are flying all over the country to see her.
Yeah. So we got there. We ended up staying with Taylor and Duran, which was awesome. We had a great time. She had to set up a bed.
Yeah, she had to set up a bed for you guys.
Set up a bed. So it was a lot of pressure on her. So we were out for dinner on Sunday night. Now, Sunday night in Nashville was torrential rain, wind swept, thunder, lightning. The rain was sideways. We were sitting at a lovely restaurant downtown, and all these women were in the restaurant having dinner before they were going to the show. And you could see them all checking their watches like, is this going to stop? Are they going to have the show? And everybody is in Taylor Swift pink, red, glitter, skating costumes. I'm telling you, skating costumes came out of the closet. Like, when can you wear your skating costume? Only when you go to a Taylor Swift show. So as it turned out, the night just kept getting worse and worse. She didn't start her show until 10:30 in Nashville and played till 2 a.m. And people were on the pedestrian bridge, wall to wall on the pedestrian bridge. Yeah, it was crazy. So now that it's going to rain tonight.
It is going to rain.
It'll rain tonight. So these women were soaked. I mean, ponchos, soaking wet. Did you know that the room in Foxborough, if you wanted to stay in Foxborough at the Holiday Inn down the street, $1,874 a night while Taylor Swift is here? I'm like,
well, I'm on Facebook because we are live on Facebook. So if you're friends with Sharon Costa McNamara, hello, we're waving to you. I'm on Facebook right now, and it says, I guess I follow Channel 5 Boston. I don't know. Family pays $21,000 for 4 last-minute tickets to Taylor Swift, and they interviewed the guy, and he goes, "This is just not right." Well, then you shouldn't have
paid $21,000.
You should have paid $21,000 for 4 tickets.
Yeah. Yep.
I will admit that I would have loved to go. I mean, you don't really realize how many songs that you love until you hear them, and you're like, oh gosh.
I do like.
Yeah, I would have really loved to go. However, I feel like I have, and more so because like I love to be submerged in those like situations, and I think that that's great. I love going to concerts and everything, but I feel like I've already seen the entire concert on TikTok, so I think I'm good.
You do catch.
I'm saving my money.
Yep.
So I will work all weekend.
Yeah.
I'll work all weekend.
Yeah.
So that's our little squirrel moment.
That's our little squirrel moment about Taylor Swift.
About Taylor Swift
coming to town. And it's a lot of people from me. I'm not a big crowds person. I think that's probably why, but I love her music. I really do.
Yeah. Did you mention when we were talking about your Hanson house that you're doing an open house?
I did not. We are doing
let's go back to that.
We're going to do an open house tomorrow at our Hanson house. Please come and see this home.
Yeah, you have to.
And I think that the problem being that, you just need to get inside to appreciate how much space is there, especially if you're a large family, 3 excellent sized bedrooms, not even one of them is, I would consider a small bedroom. And then the primary bedroom is lovely with an attached bath.
Yeah.
And it's kind of set a few steps up from the other bedrooms, but all the bedrooms are together in one wing of the house. And then the entertainment part is in the other part. The backyard is phenomenal. They have a tiki hut out there.
I love that.
With
I have
a built-in fire pit. Yeah. With a built-in fire pit, a beautiful deck that's off the side. There's a basketball court in the back. So, I mean, if you've got kids, this is a house that you could their septic system is out front.
Even if you don't, even if you entertain, I mean, what a great house.
Oh, it's perfect because the slider from the kitchen leads directly to the deck out onto the tiki.
Or and you just want to stay home and not be around anybody, you could even buy that house.
Yep.
And you can have everything that you could possibly need at home.
Over an acre of land. I every morning I get up and I say to Jim, I'm just baffled by this. I don't understand why nobody is at least coming to look at it. Make us an offer. I mean, they might not accept. They might not accept you.
They might not accept it.
But it's worth, coming in and making an offer for something that I really just feel like when there's not a lot out there, this is a fantastic home. Yeah,
it really is. I mean, like I said, I love it. Yeah. And I totally wish that, I know if I put in an offer, they'd say no. 2 weeks closed.
But it goes against what's happening in the market, which is what I don't understand. Is like everybody there's no inventory. I got inventory.
Yeah.
We also have 2 new.
Yeah. So tell me about the new construction.
So we have 2 new construction homes. One is in Marshfield on Ferry Street. It's minutes away from Hummerock Beach. Beautiful colonial by a local builder that we love to work with, Bob Goslin and K&G Development. He builds a phenomenal home. He's probably built over 700 homes between the North Shore and the South Shore.
Wow.
So Bob is a fantastic builder, very easy to deal with, very generous allowances. The house itself is going to have a very modern farmhouse feel with the black windows. Beautiful deck in the back. He just builds a beautiful house. And the construction has started. We're actually going to start our YouTube channel and follow the construction of 719 Ferry Street. So we're going to pop it up on our YouTube channel. So check that out. 719 Ferry Street is on the market for 1.2 million, but it's a phenomenal home and it's just a fantastic location, close to Route 3, close to the beach, restaurant, shopping. It has everything. So, and then our other one that we have is 120 Roller Coaster Road.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to live on Roller Coaster Road?
Woo!
Woo! This is why they don't let us do the show together.
I love how we did it at the same time. Oh, yeah. If we were having mimosas right now, forget it.
Yeah, we'd be in trouble.
I wouldn't make it to work later.
Yeah. This is an adorable home, very reasonably priced in the 700s, high 700s.
Mhm.
Again, adorable colonial, very quiet road. At the end of the road, it dead ends into Oldham Pond.
Yeah.
So you can walk down to the pond. Again, new construction, you can create it, you can pick everything out, generous allowances. Yep.
Yeah. I just to tell the story again. Sharon and Mary had a had a listing on Roller Coaster Road a couple of years ago, and I went to the smoke inspection, and the Hanson Fire Department showed up, and I was like, oh. I will be volunteering to do all smoke inspections in Hanson. That's for sure.
Roller Coaster Road.
Roller Coaster Road. It was quite a roller coaster that day.
New construction.
Yeah, new construction. Great.
Yep.
And you're like the new construction queen. Lord.
Yeah, we just tend to get the new construction.
Yeah.
We try. Yeah.
You try.
I mean, when we started, we really started with new construction.
Yeah, you did.
With the condos.
Yeah.
So we learned a lot. We had a lot of learning in our first couple of years doing this. So new construction has really become our kind of.
Did you say that you had 2 condos coming on? So you had that condo and then you have another one?
And then I have one coming on at Pembroke Pines.
Oh.
Yep.
Which
Actually,
Pines?
that's the one across the street. If you're heading south on 53, it's on the left.
Listen, I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Are you going towards Duxbury?
I can't read a ruler.
Are you going towards Duxbury?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be on the left-hand side.
Left-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side.
Yeah.
Bagnell Drive. This one's actually on Abigail.
Oh,
So,
Abigail.
Yeah, we have that one coming on. That
Abigail.
one is lovely.
I think that's a Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
Maybe Abigail. I think that's her like redheaded friend from
Oh,
when she was little.
oh,
I don't know. I think it's whatever. Bring it back to Taylor Swift.
yeah, always.
If you're going to Taylor Swift this weekend, give us a call.
Yes.
781-837-4900.
You should ask Sue. Sue went last
That's
night
Sue
with Kayla.
Bollinger. Yeah, Sue Bollinger, full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, took her daughter Taya and a friend and her mother. They all went last night.
Yep.
We saw a couple of videos. Again, I've seen the whole concert, so if anybody needs anything from me, just let me know.
Yeah,
I can
pretty
tell you
much
exactly what
have to
happened.
string it all together on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. And well, you know what? I feel like at the end of this whole shebang, she's gonna put out like a concert video type thing,
Oh.
like she did before. You know how
They
people
film
do-
their last show, like their last show.
I feel like they film like certain shows, but I've been at like comedy show where they're saying like, oh, we're doing this for Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I was at Tom Segura and they did
that's
it for
kinda
Netflix.
fun.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
think he's
really
funny.
fun.
I mean, he's inappropriate, but he's funny. So okay, back to buyers. So we were talking about real estate here, right?
Yeah.
This is the real estate show. Anyways, we have about 20 minutes left. So segment 3. So we have buyer perception of well-priced homes.
Buyer perception. Yeah, of well-priced homes.
Okay, so explore how buyers perceive homes that are priced appropriately.
I feel like it's just within their price category.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
in my
any
price
home could
range.
be
I'll see
considered.
it.
Yeah, if it's in my price range, I'll look at it. And pictures are important. I mean, they are when you're looking, like when you initially try to make a decision. What am I going to look at today? What are the 3 or 4 homes that I really want to see today
Yeah.
that are in my price point?
Well, yeah, and I think that when it is priced according to the condition that it's in, and it's priced appropriately, somebody will come in as a buyer and be like, "Oh, yes, this does sort of," and I hate to say this, but like it does deserve to be in my price range. And
Yeah.
I'm giving air quotes. So
Air
if you're watching us on Facebook,
Yeah.
it does qualify as something that is sort of where am I going with this? It is it's a house I'd like to buy.
It's a house. This is a house that I would like to buy. It
This is
checks
a
off the
house-
boxes.
Yeah, it checks off the boxes.
It's checking off the boxes. If air conditioning is a must, which
I don't really care.
really.
I mean, I
was gonna say-
I want air conditioning, but I'm not gonna knock a
decision.
house off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more of like, I really would love a basement.
Yep.
For all of the activities that you do down there.
So a basement. So you're saying a basement that you can use,
A
not just
basement-
storage space.
Yeah, a basement that you can use. I mean, I don't want to finish a basement, but I would love to have a full-size basement where you can stand up. Maybe they'll have the laundry down there or whatever. That's something to me. But plus, I want Zoe to be able to go up and down the stairs.
And a sunroom for Zoe.
And a sunroom for Zoe. Well, yeah, I can't get that particular. Must have sunroom for my cat.
Yep, must have space for the cat.
Must have space for the cat. Yeah, but I do walk through houses and I'm like, Zoe would love this. Or if I see the sun beating down on the hardwood floors, I'm like, that's where she would sleep every
There
day
you
because
go.
that's where she sleeps in our house today
Yep.
now. Yeah, the two cats and Dexter always fight for the sun.
Oh, for the sun.
Zoe primarily always wins because she's a monster. Yeah, she swats at anybody who tries to sit in her sun. And so it's funny. She even sits in Dexter's chair.
Oh.
Ugh, yeah. Sorry, Doodle.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, everybody has their own different, every buyer has their own sort of, wants and needs, and mine are a little quirky. I like personality. I don't like cookie cutter. This is a box room. This is a box room. Like, I don't know. I want something with a little bit of personality.
Yeah, some hardwood floors, maybe a little bit older
Yeah.
look that can be updated to today's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, cosmetically, that doesn't bother me. I mean, you could do that over time. You can do it on a budget. You can do it glamorously. You change it over time. But
My big thing with buyers is, what can you bring to the house? Like, this is the house. This is what it is right now. And how much you're going to pay for it.
yeah,
What can you do to this house to make it profitable for you when you go to sell it?
but I love that you just said that, because we both looked at a house in Hanson a couple months ago now.
Yeah.
I did end up putting in an offer. It did not get accepted because they got like 5 million offers on it. But I put my
Could have been
offer in.
underpriced. Just a smidge.
I put my offer in where I felt the value of the house was. And the reason why I put it in at the price that I did, not only was it a comfortable price point for me, but it had so many upgrades that like there wasn't much more you could do to the house to
Bring
add
to the
value.
table.
The
Yeah.
only thing that you could do was do additions to it.
Yeah,
really.
And that's a lot.
And that's a lot for a single person to put an addition on a house. I mean, it'd be different if, in 5 years, my life was changed and maybe I had a partner or whatever, or I had kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was going to live in the house for a couple of years and then probably rent it out. So there wouldn't be a reason for me to sort of do an addition. But if for some reason in a few years I wanted to sell or needed to sell, there wasn't much more I could do to the house.
Yeah. So I always look at that, and I've really got our buyers. We have a couple of sets of young buyers. That's like, you need to really look and see what you can bring to this home. That's going to make it, something somebody's going to want to buy 2 or 3 years down the line when you're ready to move up to your next, your next purchase.
Yeah. And,
and your first home is not always your forever home.
No.
So-
And I'm not looking for my forever home. I'm looking
you're
for my
very
first
realistic.
home. I would love to be able to rent it out in a couple of years or sell it to buy something bigger or an investment property or something. But I very much, go into a house, and I love when there are, upgrades and things that I can do, because I sort of feel like a pride of ownership where it's like, oh, I did that.
Yeah.
I brought it to this century.
I redid the hardwood floors. I put quartz. in
You
the
put
kitchen.
value
Yes.
into it, and you feel like, over time you probably get that back.
Yeah.
And we always say,
And you
to
made it your
people-
own to enjoy.
Yeah.
For you.
Well, and that's super important too. We never want anybody who's thinking about selling their house to go and do all these huge renovations and, upgrades and everything. If they're not going to enjoy it, focus on the mechanicals.
Yeah.
Really, focus on the mechanicals, the roof, the septic system, the heating system, do that stuff.
I just did it
at
yesterday.
least look into those things. Don't focus on, okay, well, the cabinets are a little dated.
Yeah.
We
somebody's
don't have
probably gonna
granite.
rip
We
out
have,
Kitchen
something else. Yeah.
anyway.
Because I promise you, there are buyers just like me that are out there that aren't looking for, the greatest of the great.
Perfection.
We're not looking for perfection.
No.
I mean, I would never say that I'm perfect.
You're
but I'm close to it. But
She's rude.
I'm also not looking for the perfect house. I'm looking for my starter home. I'm looking to put a little sweat equity into something and sort of make it my own space.
Yeah.
So I don't need somebody else's personality all over my stuff. Okay.
Right. So we have another house coming on the market. Like I said, we just coming along.
Yeah,
We have a
we
new
have
house.
8 million homes
No.
coming on the market.
Yep. So in Hanover, and actually the seller called yesterday. He's like, "Are you around? Can you come by and just let's talk about what really has to get done here
Mm,
in order to get it ready to go on the
Yeah.
market?" And it was we just kind of walked through the house like, no, yes, no, yes, no. Don't do this. Don't spend a ton of money. People are going
Well-
to make it their own.
And honestly, what a difference some paint could make.
Yeah. Just a little.
I mean, and it's fairly inexpensive
Yep.
to paint a room, compared to redoing an entire kitchen or an entire bathroom. Throw some paint somewhere.
yeah.
It really brings it like it totally, and use a neutral color. We always say that, but and again, because I'm saying don't put your personality all over my stuff.
Yeah. Don't put your personality. Go with the gray.
yeah.
Go with the neutral.
Go
Yellow,
with the,
25%.
white or anything like that, and there's 10 million shades of white.
Yes.
But go,
But not
the
if
difference.
the other thing there is that, yes, the paint is great, but if you're going to have to paint to fix a spot or something like on the
Mhm,
wall,
mhm.
and that's just going to make you have to paint the entire room, I'd try to find a different way around it.
Oh, really?
Then
I say paint
Like
the
a
room.
huge, it's a lot because most people have their
Okay,
own taste.
But okay, so take
It would have to be in bad shape.
didn't your living room used to be red?
Yes.
Okay, so if you had gone to sell your home,
Yep.
and your living room was still red, do you think anybody would come in here and be like, that's a little dated?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I would expect them to put their own color on it, like we did when we did paint it. We did paint it, but we were painting it because we're staying in the house for
Yeah.
a while.
Well, that's
So-
the difference between that is the difference. You
Yeah.
are staying in your home.
We are
However,
we are aging in place. in our
However,
home.
I'm sure that if you were to put your house on the market, you would have a very nice price tag on that.
Yep.
And, you would probably be like, maybe let's throw some paint up in here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know though. If we were ready to move, I don't think I would have painted the room. Had we
Interesting.
not been doing the kitchen and
And the tree
flowing
had
and-
not fallen
and
through
the
your
tree
home.
had not fallen through the wall of the house. I'm not sure if we were ready to sell that I would have taken the time to paint that room.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I don't think I would.
Hmm.
I mean, we did because it flowed through the kitchen. We're obviously staying for a while unless,
And we're having a dinner party there on Monday.
that's right. We have a dinner party at the house.
Yeah.
Chris in the kitchen,
Yeah.
Christina's crowd.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said Chris in the kitchen. And I literally was like, who's
Kristen?
Chris?
Who's
Who's
Chris in the
Chris?
kitchen?
Chris in
Kristen.
the kitchen.
Yes,
Kristen.
it's,
I don't,
that's gonna be a Boston accent thing. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it right.
I'm like, Chris.
Christening the kitchen. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, we're cooking dinner.
Yeah, we're cooking dinner.
We're cooking dinner.
We're cooking dinner.
Yeah, and I know what we're having because
Oh.
I helped figure it out last night.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried to stop by and do that yesterday, but they were putting in a new stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
New stove.
I didn't even notice.
Did it get it?
I think.
Well, the food was coming out, right?
Yeah.
Because I said, do we have an extra stove? That's how little I know about what goes on behind the line in a restaurant that I've worked at for a very long time. Because so
Yeah.
do we have an extra stove?
I don't know, but we had cactus chili and it was so good.
Oh, was it
Nice
real
and sweet.
cactus
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was sweet. Who knew that cactus was sweet?
No. When I worked at another
more you
Mexican
know.
the more you know. But I worked at another Mexican restaurant and they had a cactus sauce. It was Jim's favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Because I
delicious.
like a spicy sweet chili.
Yep.
Like on my chicken fingers.
Ooh.
So it sort of reminded me of that in like a chili form. Anyways, I loved it.
Yeah, it sounded delicious. It's hard on
That's
the
the point
menu.
where I was like, Amanda, are we gonna have this tomorrow? Are we gonna have it on Sunday? And she's like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm just wondering if I should get 2 bowls tonight or should I,
Should I
wait
take a
until
to-go
tomorrow?
container home because you get your heart set on something, you go and you're like, you change the soup. It
Yeah,
was so good
And
yesterday.
she was like, don't worry, I will make sure that you can have soup tomorrow.
where's the soup that was here
Where's the
yesterday?
soup?
Where's that soup?
Yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Um,
be fun.
All right. So I do want to talk for a second. Sam Horton has a new listing, 63 Fairwood Drive in Pembroke. He
Great
is doing and this house looks great. I'm actually going to go to it after the show. He's doing an open house today from 10 to 12 and tomorrow 1 to 3. It looks like it is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath split entry.
Mm.
This is an interesting price. $596,543.
Let me see that.
I know. I thought it was a mistake when I was promoting it yesterday. Yeah. I love that. I love it. It's a conversation piece.
Absolutely. That's great.
Yeah. Again, it is 63 Fairwood Drive
Fairwood Drive is a great location.
in Pembroke. Yeah, it
Right
is.
off of Barker Street, really close to 53 in the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
great
she said. Oh,
location.
yeah. Easy access to 53 and 139. There you go.
There you
I
go.
helped with the description. I'm not gonna lie. I love doing that thing. So again, 63 Fairwood Drive, Pembroke, an open house today from 10 to 12, tomorrow, Sunday from 1 to 3. I'm going to go to that after this, and I'm going to take some pictures and videos and stuff. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Boston Connect Real Estate, McNamara Broker Team, the Grady team.
All the teams.
Mel's Bells. What do you have
Mel's
another?
Bells.
What do you? Tracy Grady.
Is ready.
Tracy.
These are 634.
Yeah.
That's my other.
Sam Horton.
Sam Horton.
Sam Horton.
Great listing.
Great
Great
listing.
location.
Yeah, I can't
That's
wait
a
to see
really
that.
nice neighborhood.
Yep. And then you are doing an open house tomorrow, Sunday from what time?
11 to 1.
11 to 1 at 103 Whitman Street in Hanson. New price of $739. Again, I love this house. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's a contemporary, like multi-level.
The picture in the downstairs bath.
Oh yeah. If you have ever seen, and I had posted this on Instagram, on my Instagram story, and I got so many people to respond.
It blew up.
It
on Instagram.
blew up.
It blew up.
Unintended. If you've ever seen Dumb and Dumber, I mean, I love the movie. I could literally quote it all. The scene where he goes into the bathroom and then she knocks on the door and she's like, I hope you're not using the toilet. It's broken. And he just literally blew up.
Yep.
He exploded in the bathroom. There's like a watercolor like picture of that scene, like in the downstairs bathroom. And I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
I didn't see it. I hadn't seen it at that point. I went into the room and I was like, I didn't even notice it.
I loved it.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. So if you want to see that in person,
If you want to see that picture in person,
if you want to see that
come
picture
see
in
us
person,
tomorrow. You really, if you're looking for a house and you're in the market, this one is definitely worth looking at.
No way.
Yeah. Way.
I have to go home and watch that movie. I just love it so much. Somebody had said to me the other day something about like a blind bird, and I was like, pretty bird, pretty bird. Somebody like way down was like, because they got the reference. Like pretty bird, pretty bird. Oh God.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. Every time I watch Peaky Blinders, I think of this too.
Wait, little lady.
Samsonite.
You change a dollar?
James? No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, well, could you do me a favor and watch my stuff here while I go break a dollar?
Of course.
Thanks. Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose. I'll be right back. Don't you go dying on me.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Is that enough? Is that
Oh
enough?
my
Have you had
God.
enough?
I am overeating. I am so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
I love that movie. It's just so dumb. Clearly,
They should have left it alone though, because they did the second one, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, not quite.
Sequels.
Nope. Yeah.
Sequels.
we
Especially when you
forget
don't use the same two guys. I mean, come on, you gotta
can't
use Jim Carrey and
No, Dumb and Dumber too.
Jeff
had-
Bridges. That's his name.
Yeah, it wasn't. No,
Not
it
Jeff
was,
Bridges.
No,
Jeff.
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
God, I love
Yes.
Jeff Daniels.
And
Did you
he's
ever
like
watch
Yeah,
The
he's great.
Newsroom?
Oh,
Did you ever watch The Newsroom?
twice, maybe 3 times.
Oh
The whole
my
series.
gosh, I try to
I
get
love
everybody in my life to watch The
Me too.
Newsroom. It is
Yep.
so good.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
And he is so different in that
Oh
show.
my gosh, so
compared to
different.
what
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
And I love him.
He's just-
And he's really good on Broadway too. He does like plays and stuff. He did oh my gosh. To Kill a Mockingbird, I think. I think he did To Kill a
I think it
Mockingbird.
was To Kill a
Yeah.
Mockingbird. Yep.
No, yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird, I think. Yeah, loved it. Anyways, anything else with real estate?
What else do we have going on? Anybody else have open houses?
Well, I know Evis is over at Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater from 11 to 3 today and tomorrow. So be sure to check her out over there. Again, Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater. You can go to McNamara Broker Team or Boston Connect Real Estate.
Yeah.
And you can go to bostonconnect.com, get all of that information
There's
for
a little
all of our
something there for
listings.
everybody over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a little,
Yeah.
and they
There's a
they
little
actually
something
have a new
there for everybody.
development coming on in Hanson as well. So lots coming on. If you are interested in new construction, just be sure to give us a holler.
It's a
We
call.
have plenty. We have plenty of new construction. So if that's sort of the route that you're going for, you're in the market for a brand new home. Go to bostonconnect.com. You can call us 781-826-8000. Thank you so much, Tracy. Give your
so
phone
much.
number twice.
Here we go. 617-620-8484 is the Grady team. Tracy, 617-842-4019 is Jim Grady, the other half of the Grady team. And that's
He's painting somewhere.
he's painting.
Thank you so much. Go to bostonconnect.com to get all of Tracy's contact information. Thanks everybody for listening. I know.